Good morning, students. Now today we are going to discuss about collision. So what is the meaning of collision? What is physical significance of collision? So collision is an isolated event in which two or more bodies colliding with each other and exert relatively strong forces on each other, that is called collision. So there are two types of collision. First one is elastic collision, second one is inelastic collision. Elastic collision is that collision in which absolutely there will be no loss of energy. No loss of energy. And in elastic collision there is absolutely some loss of kinetic energy, that is called inelastic collision. So we will take the example to distinguish between whether collision is elastic or inelastic. When we have a rubber ball and drop this rubber ball from this side, this rubber ball rebounds from the floor and goes to the same height. If this ball goes to the same height, then collision is elastic. If after rebounding the height of the ball is somewhat less than original height, then collision is inelastic. So elastic collision and inelastic collision are distinguished with the help characteristics. So there will be no 100% elastic collision. So collision is now collision. Collision. What is collision? Collision is an isolated event. It's an isolated event in which collision is an isolated event in which two or more body colliding with each other, colliding with each other, in which two or more body colliding with each other and exert relatively strong forces on each other. Exert relatively strong forces on each other, called collision. So there are two types of collision. Two types of collision. First one is elastic collision. Elastic collision. Second one is inelastic collision. Inelastic collision. Elastic collision. Elastic collision. Elastic collision is that collision in which absolutely no loss of kinetic energy. Is that collision? Is that collision in which absolutely no loss of kinetic energy, no loss of kinetic energy. For example, collision between two ivory bar, collision between two ivory ball. If two ivory ball collide with each other, it means there will be no loss of kinetic energy. If there is no loss of kinetic energy, means collision is elastic collision. Now second example, collision between atomic and subatomic particle. Collision between atomic and subatomic particles. Subatomic particles. In atom, atomic particles means the collision between proton-proton, collision between neutron-neutron, collision between proton-neutron, collision between electron-electrons. All these atomic particles having collisions, so there will be no loss of kinetic energy. If no loss of kinetic energy means collision is elastic collision. Subatomic particles means there are subatomic particles of neutrons, means pions, mesons, bosons, leptons. So subatomic particles, collision between subatomic particles, also no loss of energy. If energy will remain same, then collision is elastic. Characteristics of elastic collision. Elastic collision. What are the characteristics? First is linear momentum. Linear momentum is conserved. Second one is total energy. Total energy will conserve. Means total energy before collision, that is equal to total energy after collision. Third, kinetic energy. Kinetic energy will conserve. Fourth one is forces involved in elastic collision are conservative forces. Forces involved in elastic collision are conservative forces. We have already discussed about conservative forces. Conservative forces are those forces which depends upon initial and final position, doesn't depend upon path followed by the body. So conservative forces are gravitational force, electrostatic force, magnetic force. All central forces are conservative forces. So all forces involved in elastic collision that are conservative forces. Next one is second type of collision, that is inelastic collision. Inelastic collision. Inelastic collision. Inelastic collision. As we know, inelastic collision means there will be absolutely some loss of kinetic energy, that is called inelastic collision. Absolutely some loss of kinetic energy, that is called inelastic collision. For example, a rubber ball after rebounding from the floor will get reduced height. So it means during rebounding some kinetic energy of the ball is reduced in the form of heat energy. So there will be some loss in kinetic energy. In this case, collision is inelastic collision. Rubber ball. Rebounding. From floor get reduced height. This type of collision is called inelastic collision. Now, next one is characteristics of inelastic collision. Characteristics of inelastic collision. First one is linear momentum. Linear momentum is conserved. Second one is total energy is conserved. Total energy is conserved means total energy before collision that is equal to total energy after collision. Third one is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is not conserved. Kinetic energy is not conserved. Fourth one is forces involved in inelastic collision. Forces involved in inelastic collision. Forces involved in inelastic collision are non-conservative forces. Non-conservative forces. Non-conservative forces means are those forces which depends upon path followed by the object. Doesn't depend upon initial and final position of the object. So, in non-conservative forces, normal force, air resistance force, viscous force, all these are non-conservative forces. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you.